Welcome to this CommunityViz video tutorial. In this tutorial, we will talk about analysis file structure, data management, and sharing and analysis. Each CommunityViz analysis has a distinct file structure. The default location for analyses is CV files. Your analyses may be stored in another directory, depending on your setup, but make sure your analysis is located on your local hard drive when you are working on it in CommunityViz. Each CommunityViz analysis has a basic structure generated automatically when the analysis is created. The core components of each analysis are cvanalysis.gdb, cvanalysis.mxd, and cvanalysisinfo.xml. cvanalysis.gdb is the geodatabase that contains all of my dynamic layers. cvanalysis.mxd is the ArcGIS map document that keeps track of my map symbology, ArcGIS settings, and works with the cvanalysisinfo.xml to display, track, and control Scenario 360 analysis components and functionality. cvanalysisinfo.xml contains CommunityViz analysis information, including scenarios, formulas, indicators, assumptions, wizard settings, display settings, and much more. Without these three components, the analysis will not be able to open. Do not edit the names of these files or the parent folder from Windows Explorer. CommunityViz naming should only be edited from inside the application because changing the name in Windows Explorer will not update the rest of the analysis structure. If you want to rename the analysis, you should do this using the Save Analysis As option in the Scenario 360 toolbar menu. The other folders in the analysis folder structure are Backup, 3D, Compare Images, Data, and Reports. The Backup folder keeps a copy of cvanalysis.gdb and tracks changes to the analysis so that when you close and click Discard Changes, your analysis will go back to the last time it was saved. The other folders are empty to begin with and are containers for outputs created in an analysis or reference data. When you run the Scenario 3D tool to export a 3D scene, the wizard will place that scene in the 3D folder by default. In the Compare Scenario window, when you want to select images to compare, the default location is the Compare Images folder in your analysis. The Reports folder is the output location for the Reports tool. If you run other CommunityViz tools, such as WebShots, a new folder will be added to your analysis structure for those outputs. The Data folder is the suggested location for any non-dynamic data you have in your analysis. In this analysis, all of my non-dynamic data is stored in this data folder so that I can keep the analysis data clean and won't run into problems with data being edited in multiple projects. Of course, if I have data that will not be edited and don't want to store a local version in each analysis, I can use data stored in other files or in a network location. However, if I then share this analysis with another user, I need to make sure they have the same file structure for these data sources. Otherwise, the reference data will have missing data connections when I open the analysis. It is best practice to store all files used in an analysis in this folder structure. This keeps data organized and makes sharing an analysis more straightforward. When all of your data is in one place, you can easily compress and send your entire analysis for others to view and use. The recommended method for sharing an analysis is to first make sure the analysis is completely closed so that you do not package any lock files. If size is a concern, you can delete the backup folder to save space. Since the analysis is closed, this will not affect the analysis and a new backup folder will be created the next time the analysis opens. Also, you can clean up any files you do not want to include in the package, but make sure you have cvanalysis.gdb, cvanalysis.mxd, and cvanalysisinfo.xml at the very minimum. When you are ready to create the package, go to the parent analysis folder and compress the folder to a zip format. Then you can share the zip file through email, a network drive, an FTP site, or other transfer method. You can also share this parent folder directly. It is recommended that users opening the analysis place the analysis in the same folder location, especially if the analysis has a lot of external data connections. If you are sharing your analysis over a network, it is recommended that other users copy the analysis to their local computer before opening and working in the analysis. This will prevent any data locks by multiple users or permissions issues over the network. Even if your user account has permission to access the network, it does not mean system processes have the same access to data on the network, and permissions issues can lead to problems updating and editing an analysis. Following these recommendations will help you effectively share and manage your CommunityViz analyses. Thank you for watching this CommunityViz video tutorial. For more tutorials and CommunityViz resources, please visit the website.